And there are a lot of people that are like, no matter what side of politics you're on, you should never celebrate something bad happening to someone. I, on the other hand, do cheer when bad things happen to bad people.
Charlie Kirk just got shot.
Well, breaking fucking news, folks. Seems somebody just took a shot at one of the Fantafast's favorite 5-mile-wide mouthpieces, Charles Chucklefuck Kirk.
No one deserves to be gunned down like that, regardless of political standing. Such a shame and tragic loss. Thoughts out to his family and friends. He deserves respect. He deserves it. I'm so sad.
Yeah, boy.
Condolences for the family, but anyway, I like spaghetti. You? It's okay to not care, but to celebrate someone's death is not okay. I'm not gonna cheer his death, but I'm not going to mourn it either. He wouldn't care if I died, so why should I care that he's dead? Happy is a strong word, not happy. But like he said, empathy was a made-up term that does a lot of damage. Why would we show any to someone who didn't believe in it?
Is it okay to celebrate the death of Charlie Kirk?
His assassination was the result of the climate of hate.
Why should I be over here dwelling about a racist white man who didn't like me? You know what I'm saying?
If I see a black pilot, I'm gonna be like, boy, I hope he's qualified.
Why did you say that the civil rights bill should be overturned?
I didn't say that. I said it was a mistake.
Why? That's crazy.
Now you gotta figure it out.
I wouldn't be here. That's trouble.
Who's that? If I'm dealing with somebody in customer service who's a moronic black woman, I wonder, is she there because of her excellence, or is she there because of affirmative action?
When blacks in America did not have the same rights they had today, they were less murderous, there was less break-ins. Why is that? And the data shows they were actually better in the 1940s. It was bad, it was evil.
Hey, yo, niggas get shot every day, B.
Unfortunately, as a young black man living in America, I cannot feel sorry for Charlie Kirk. But there are a lot of people who are crashing out behind him.
It's hard to empathize with someone who does not believe in empathy. When I don't feel empathy, then why should I fake it? He was a human being, so now y'all have empathy? If anyone condemns you for not feeling bad about this, just remember, I think empathy is a new age term that does a lot of damage. Charlie Kirk. He really did say that. I think empathy is a made-up, new age term that does a lot of damage. Charlie Kirk. Some gun deaths are unfortunately worth it. Charlie Kirk. I think it's worth it to have a cost of unfortunately some gun deaths every single year. Charlie Kirk in 2023. When you allow gun ownership, you're going to have gun deaths. There is a cost to liberty, and that is okay. He advocated for guns, and he became the practical example. Although it's a very tragic incident, for some reason, the dark irony played out in real time. Anyways, condolences to his loved ones. He got killed by a system that he himself set up, by the way. I don't support what happened to Charlie Kirk. Charlie supported what happened to Charlie. Let's make one thing clear from the start. Charlie Kirk was the victim of a shooting in a country where he, along with other right-wing extremist influencers, have been inciting violence for years. Kirk is neither a martyr nor a hero. He is a cause. This 1000%, I will forever stand this view. Bro, I only feel bad for his wife and children. Why? Because they were in attendance. They had to literally watch him die. I don't agree with pew-pew violence, but he was a horrible person, so I will not mourn him.
Charlie Kirk is a racist, and one of the largest voices on the right.
Charlie was the best of America, and the monster who attacked him was attacking our whole country. For years, those on the radical left have compared wonderful Americans like Charlie to Nazis.
So you're comparing abortion to the Holocaust?
Absolutely I am. In fact, it's worse. It's worse.
For anyone that has eyes to see and ears to hear and actually reads the Hadith and reads parts of the Quran, you know that conquest is an Islamic value. Islam has conquest values. They seek to take over land and territory.
They celebrate when we die. I don't care to have moral superiority over these people. Piece of shit. You got what you deserve. I'm sorry. You're a bad person. Bad things happen to bad people. Celebrate it. It should happen more often. Not death necessarily, but like karma. Big fan of it.
People are always trying to blame black people, man, but y'all always want our fucking sympathy. Now to add icing on the cake, guess who took the life of Charlie Kirk? It wasn't an immigrant, it wasn't a black man, it wasn't a transgender, it was a young white male. But hey, black people are the violent ones. Not to mention that same day, there was a school shooting in Denver, Colorado, and guess who the suspect was? But we the violent ones!
He spoke bad about Islam and children dying in Gaza, stated that if his daughter was he would force her to keep the child, he wanted guns to stay legal, and was fully against abortions. As much as I hate him, he didn't deserve death. He had children. So did all of the parents of the children killed in the Texas school shooting in Uvalde. Also happened yesterday. 2 kids died in a school shooting in Colorado, but their deaths aren't political, so no one cares. Yet the flags are at half staff for Charlie Kirk, not the innocent kids of America who deal with this. It's crazy that it took Charlie Kirk to be shot for Trump to actually speak up about gun violence. Everybody is feeling in mourning over Charlie Kirk, but when Melissa Hortman gets killed in a politically motivated assassination, all of a sudden everyone is quiet.
The FBI has just caught Charlie Kirk's assassin. For real this time. They've got Discord messages, a confession, bullet engravings, and it was even his family who gave him up.
His life shouldn't be thrown away for a small mistake. No way this guy hit that shit. He has a brilliant future. Let the kid go. He made one mistake. Why are we demonizing him? He clearly had a bright future ahead. He doesn't deserve to be put in jail. A small mistake? Did I just read this? Small mistake? He has made a widow with 2 children. If this is a small mistake, what would you call a big mistake? Get real. Premeditated murder is just a mistake? Sorry, ma'am, I just murdered your husband. I want the shooter to be condemned to death and firing squad in front of TVs and internet. That's justice for me. Public execution is for killer, an eye for an eye.
I think it's worth to have a cost of, unfortunately, some gun deaths every single year so that we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other God-given rights. I live like a capitalist every single day, Cenk. I live as a capitalist, okay? I live what I believe. No. What do? I get charity every single year. Hold on. What's my salary? Less than his.
Charlie, take a seat.
Cenk, let's go.
Charlie,
What are you doing?
Take a seat. Take a seat.
And this is my other problem with death penalty. It takes too long, too many appeals.
Expensive.
It should be public. It should be quick. It should be televised. By the way, I would totally tune into. And you know what? I want to watch that execution. That'll make my day better. I want to see him on a public block and get him be publicly executed. You think children should have? You should see it. What is the age? What age should you start to see public executions?
16.
I think you could do it earlier. I think you maybe at age 12,
Whenever-
6th grade or so.
And you got some people walking around saying he was the second coming of Jesus.
Just because someone died doesn't mean that they weren't a horrible asshole. I hate it when people act like someone was a good person just because they're dead now or died recently, one or the other way. Being dead doesn't mean you're suddenly a good person. Don't let people sanitize Kirk's reputation post-mortem. The very last thing he was before he died was an awful person. Now Charlie Kirk is a dead racist, the best kind of racist. He's currently trying to debate God on why he doesn't deserve to burn in hell. And they want to make us feel bad for him now. Lived as a racist, died a racist. No sympathies. If you don't celebrate when evil is no more, you're one with evil. Live by the rage bait, die by the rage bait. He lost the gun debate. I think he's not so pro-gun now. He was full of hatred and bigotry masked as a good Christian. Now he has to answer to God. What a disgusting legacy this man left for his family. In the end, we won't be seeing and hearing about his stupid beliefs and stupid videos anymore. I don't feel bad for this clown. Why would I get on the internet mourning someone who didn't even think I deserved the right to be free? He was a disgusting person. He didn't deserve to be assassinated, but no one should be crying over it either.
This right here is where the bullet enters. He slumps over, falls off the chair, and the world would later learn he's dead.
Charlie Kirk died? Oh my god. Yep. I think I'm gonna have chicken tenders for dinner. What are you gonna— Wow, you don't care at all? Why would I? He was a human being. Being an organized assembly of flesh and organs doesn't mean you deserve mourning. He was a father. Yeah, and I do feel for his kids that don't understand why their dad's not coming home, but their father wasn't really a good person. He's entitled to his opinions. Yes, he is. But touring the country and sharing hateful rhetoric regarding groups like transgender or people of color, that's dangerous. You should be ashamed. Well, I think it's worth it to have some gun deaths so we can have the Second Amendment to protect our other rights. That's horrible. Who would say such— Those are his words. Well, were his words. I know. So no, I'm not sad. I can't stand empathy. He said that too.
Yeah, y'all want me to feel sorry for him?
Hateful thoughts lead to hateful words, which then lead to hateful actions. And I think that's the environment we're in, that people just, you can't stop with these sort of awful thoughts you have and then saying these awful words and not expect awful actions to take place.
Matt.
And that's the unfortunate environment we're in.
Yo, they got Charlie Kirk, bro. I've never been happier.
If anyone in the sound of my voice celebrated even a little bit at the news of this shooting, I would beg you to look in the mirror.
If you want to end gun violence, it is something that you can never celebrate.